You know when you have those hot farts? You know what I'm talking about. The farts that you're like, you know that if you had a thermometer and you were to stick it in between your butt cheeks, it would at least be 7 to 10 degrees warmer. And they're usually the hot farts. You know what I'm talking about, right? You've had them. I think we all have, but they also are accompanied by a certain distinctive kind of sulfuric, it's a little sulfuric smell going on. And these are the ones that you definitely walk out of the room and try to do it in private because secretly you like the smell, right? Yeah, so now that we're on the same page and we're discussing hot farts, there's also sometimes they're so hot that you sort of think, wait a minute, did a little fluid come out? Like, is that why it's so warm in there in the alley? You know, is that why? And then you have to make the decision, right? Are you going to go in for a check? How are you really going to do that? Are you going to use your less dominant hand or your dominant hand? You know, if you use the less dominant hand, good chances you're probably going to get a little bit of mud somewhere else on the exit point, and then you're not going to be ready. You're probably going to contaminate some other things. But if you use the dominant hand, it's a little gross because it is the hand that you usually eat with and touch things with, you know? These are choices. It's just choices that we all think about and have to deal with. I personally use the dominant hand. I can just go in for a little check. Usually I'm relieved. Now, this also goes back to making the conscious decision. How many of you, I do it quite frequently, so you do not have to be embarrassed. How many of you actually make the conscious decision to not wash your hands after the bathroom? I will look at the sink and I'll debate it. Like I make sure that I'm not hastily making a decision not to. I just think about everything about it. Like, what am I about to touch? I mean, it's my stuff anyway. Is it really that bad? 9 times out of 10, I just say, nah, I'm good here. Now, on the temperature check or the fluid check, these are also leading up to when you have and you know, okay, these hot farts, right? The hot farts it's a precursor usually to a really, really nice movement. And I say that because I'm wearing the glasses and I look a little smarter, you know? So I use the word movement instead of shit. It's got a little bit of a better ring to it, you know? Movement. Have you had a movement today? I personally have a movement most mornings. That's why I like my coffee. I don't drink coffee like some of these other rookies, okay? I drink it for one purpose only. Gets it going, right? Gets things going. But I'm a little disappointed when I have that coffee, and you guys can probably relate to this a little bit. You know that coffee when you have it and you're expecting a little something from it, and it just doesn't deliver at all. It's really disappointing, isn't it? Because you signed up. It's almost like an agreement has been made, and it's not fulfilling its part of the agreement. So it leaves us wanting.